this S15 in the workshop. It's got these blast pipes on here. So customer went to another shop, got these blast pipes made up, and he's had a resonator put in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the resonator out and put a V-band on one end and leave the flange on the other, so that can be bolted back in. And then we're going to make a delete pipe that is the 2-bolt flange on one end and then the V-band on the other to put in there to essentially straight pipe the car. So yeah, this had some blast pipes put on at another shop, and from the outside they look wicked, but you look in and this other shop, you can tell, just uses the old MIG welder just to weld the stainless steel hanger to the stainless steel exhaust. Looks like shit. There's more of that sort of work down here. MIG weld. MIG weld. I don't even know why you bother. Anyway. Right, so the plan is we're going to get rid of this resonator here. We're going to be putting our Ebersu Automotive V-band clamps in. Going to put one in here so that this rear portion of the exhaust can come off, and then obviously there'll be a V-band flange here, so then I will take my other flange, that'll bolt on, and then that'll have my straight pipe go into my new flange and hanger. So what I'm doing here is I'm just roughly trying to figure out what I need angle wise for this bit in the middle. So it looks like they're roughly 9 degrees. As you can tell, they've just put one straight bit of the exhaust pipe into one straight bit and bent it a bit. So we obviously don't want to do that. What we want to do is a nice mitered joint there. I'm not going to bother putting a piece of a mandrel bend in. So we'll just put one mitered joint in, and then it'll flow nicely, it'll look good, and it'll all be correct and not that. So on this one, pretty much, we want to take this measurement here to our longest point, which is roughly 320 mil. We want to take our longest point here to our square edge here, which again, well, we're going to say roughly 330 mil. And we're going to put our V-band on this end. And yeah, we'll have our delete pipe to replace that. And we just have to put one V-band on this end here. So we can pretty much have one interchangeable pipe. On the bench they'll look exactly the same, just without a muffler. Right, so we got the system cut apart, the mid pipe cut apart, and I've cut the thickness of my V-band out. So that one there, it's going to get welded in so that we've got a connection there. That pipe is going to stay with that V-band, and this one here is going to be welded onto this muffler, and then that is going to be one piece. Sorry, better on this side. And then this is our other flange, so then that's going to be welded on there, and then have our pipe that I've just talked about, and then that's going to be our muffler delete pipe. So pretty much that's the idea. That V-band on that end, that one on that end. This piece stays on the car, this one bolts off. So pretty much, this is what I'm talking about. You got, yeah, there we go. So pretty much, that's what I'm talking about there. We got the two pipes, they got the same angle. Look at them from the front. they got the same angle. You can't even see the one behind it, you know. You just see a little bit more peeking over the top, so I just got to trim it down, maybe 10 more mil. Put my V-bands on, weld it up, and then yeah, should be good to replace that little muffler. So on this new pipe, we're going to use the process of back purging, which is where we plug up the end and pump our argon gas into our tube and fill it up. We push the oxygen out one end, argon in the other. Anyway, so the argon gas is going to come in, push all the oxygen out, and we're going to end up with a weld just as pretty on the inside as it is on the outside. Just going to fit this pipe up, make sure we get this 2-bolt flange in the right spot so it all lines up nicely with the blast pipe. Righto, back in the workshop, got the muffler deleted in the Silvia last night. It's all good to go. Just kick her in the guts and see what she sounds like, eh? That's the end of the SR. Customer's out. Loves it. Fucking pops, bangs, does all the right stuff.